My name is Padam Anya, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Shakti Commercial Architects. It's one of our city's largest commercial architectural firms, and we employ 75 people, everybody from entry-level laborers to highly skilled design and engineering professionals. I'd like you to meet someone. This is Brad Winters. He's one of our most dynamic and highly compensated members of our team. As a senior project manager, Brad earned $245,000 in salary, bonuses, and ancillary benefits last year. He was worth every penny, brought in a lot of business for us. Last month, Brad was seriously injured. He survived, but it was going to be a long recovery. Yeah, honey, doctors say I'm going to be off work for 6 months at least. Oh, don't worry about that. Padam told me we've all got long-term disability insurance. It's part of our benefit package. Yeah, it should cover most of my income while I'm laid up. But Brad was in for a shock, and so was I. The fine print of the long-term disability group insurance policy that I had purchased had a cap of $5,000 per month on disability benefits for all of our employees. I felt very bad. I didn't realize that. I should have. How could this have happened? I asked myself. I thought back to when I set up our group insurance plan. The agent who sold us the benefit package, he said, this benefit package, it'll provide your people with everything that they need, Mr. Anya. It has health insurance, major medical, dental, optical, 401k retirement plan. And oh yeah, long-term disability, you're all set. I guess that long-term disability was kind of an afterthought. Well, the word soon spread around Shakti that Brad was not being well taken care of. It was really bad for morale, especially among my key people. I decided to study the policy, and I discovered that the people who I relied upon the most to run my company were receiving the worst of the disability coverage. This was nuts. I couldn't believe it. For example, this is Jonas. He was hired last month to work on the site supervision crew. He makes $14.75 an hour. This is Michael Booth. He's our chief financial officer. He made $215,000 last year. But look at this. If Jonas is disabled, he will receive 60% of his wages in disability benefits, tax-free, which almost matches his take-home pay when he was working. Whereas Mike, if he's disabled, he's going to get 26% of his base salary only and 0% of bonuses and other compensation. Something is wrong. Something was very wrong. I needed to make a change, and I started asking around. Mike told me he knew a sharp agent with Creative Financial, so I contacted him. Pete introduced me to something called GSI. That stands for Guaranteed Standard Issue. Well, I didn't know what that was, but I decided I'd better start doing my homework. So I learned a lot about it. So first of all, what is GSI? Well, it's a strategy. It enables companies of all sizes to offer adequate protection to its most highly valued employees. It has a lot of features. Here are some of them. The premiums are deeply discounted from what you'd pay on an individual policy, whether they are being paid by the employer, by the employee, or by both. It does not require that participants undergo full medical underwriting or even a physical. There's no financial documentation required, no tax returns to look at, other than an employer's census. Now, coverage could be denied to certain employees based on answers to gatekeeper questions such as, have you missed a lot of work due to illness recently, things like that. But the policy itself, each policy is individually owned by the employee and it's fully portable. An employee can take it along to the next job at the guaranteed discounted premium rates. So that's a real plus. There's more. The rates are identical for men or for women. The benefits cannot be offset or reduced by income from other sources. Long-term disability plans, most of them have that. If you have passive income coming in while you're off sick, that will reduce your disability payments. Not so with GSI. The coverage cannot be canceled by the company up until the age 99 of the employee. There's a level premium guaranteed up to age 65. The most important thing is that it automatically adjusts to the compensation changes. It's not based on a flat rate, and there's no caps or limits. It is a percentage of your employee's overall compensation. The benefits are based on base salary plus bonuses, plus retirement contributions, plus any other type of compensation. If the premiums are paid by the employee, then the benefits are non-taxable. Or if a portion of the premiums are paid by the employee, then a portion of the benefits are non-taxable. There's a one-page simplified enrollment form. Okay, let's take a look at some of the numbers and what I did next. The first thing I did was to contact the agent who sold us our original benefit plan. I told him to reduce the cap on the disability benefits from $5,000 to $2,500 per month. This immediately saved us $40,000 per year, and it still offered good coverage to most of our employees. I applied that $40,000 toward the purchase of a GSI plan, available only to an executive carve-out qualified group. The group was open to any employee earning $75,000 a year or more in base salary. That was the carve-out. I budgeted another $40,000 per year towards the GSI plan. That goes in to pay the premiums of those employees, highly compensated employees that participate in the plan. This immediately enabled me to assure my top people that in case they were unable to work, they would now receive 80% of their income in disability benefits, of all 80% of their entire income. And that made a big difference immediately in the morale of our people. Now, the group members were given a choice. They were able to increase coverage by up to 100% by paying additional premium personally out of pocket. This was the way I chose to structure our plan, but this is totally flexible. It can be set up so the employee pays the entire premium, the employer pays it all, or the premium cost is split, however you want to work it. We really like the tax benefits of the plan. The company premium payments into our new executive benefit plan are considered deductible business expenses. But the payments are not viewed as taxable compensation to the employee. There's no 1099 sent out. Okay, this is a way of compensating our top people without increasing their tax bite. It allows us to compensate them in a way that reduces our taxes without increasing their taxes. So that's a win-win. I learned a lot of things through this experience, and here is the most important things I learned. Employees value disability insurance highly, much more highly than even life insurance. It's very important to them. And failure to adequately provide for the emergency needs of the people who your organization depend upon is financial suicide. And plus, there's this. If your GSI plan is entirely employee funded, it will cost you nothing. And your top people will enjoy the protection at a deeply discounted cost, plus they will enjoy all the other benefits that I was talking about. You know, it's a shame that it took something like Brad's accident to wake us up to the fact that our most valuable employees were terribly underprotected. So, if I can give you one piece of advice, it's this. You owe it to yourself and to your key people to take these three no cost action steps. Number one, check your current LTD coverage. You may be very surprised, as I was, to discover how underinsured your company's most valuable employees actually are. Number two, talk to your top management people. Explain exactly what they will receive if they cannot work under the current plan. Ask them, would they consider purchasing more coverage if the costs were reasonable and there was no physical involved? Number three, contact a creative financial representative and find out what the premium costs are likely to be and get all your other questions answered. That's it. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for giving this your consideration.